everybody. Welcome to the Nobody Likes Onions program. My name is Patrick. It's been a little minute since we've done a show here in the studio, but I've been so busy eating Caesar salad. You ever get that way where you like go to a store and they have a big sale on romaine and Parmesan crisps and croutons and dressing, and then you load up your cart with all that stuff and you bring it back to your apartment complex and you drain the hot tub and you fill it with lettuce and croutons and Caesar dressing and Parmesan crisps, and you grill some chicken out with your favorite black people and put that on top of the salad, and then you jump in it and you just basically bathe in a hot tub of Caesar. We've had better. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I don't mean our guest today. Our guest is great. Give it up for Carmen San Diego, everybody.
Hi.
Comedian Carmen Lynch from, I heard you on Letterman.
Yes. I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, you did, actually.
I did?
Yeah, the first time.
I don't walk around telling people I was on Letterman.
Yeah,
I doubt it. You're lying.
You were like,
you're gonna
make
make
sure
me
they
sound...
hear I'm on Letterman.
Oh my God.
Oh, you should have seen her. Actually, I forgot about this in Edinburgh. She was like, make sure people know I'm Amy Schumer's friend.
What? I never said that. I know her, but I never. You're such a liar.
Fucking with you. Carmen, she was on it. You did a last time we saw you was in Edinburgh, Scotland.
I know, that
and
was
you've
fun.
been traveling the world, as have I.
Yeah.
But we try to stay on polar ends of the earth from each other as to not.
I know. I didn't see you in Pakistan. Where the hell were you?
When were you in Were you really in Pakistan?
I was.
What are you doing going to these countries?
I go to all of them, just
For
like
what?
you. For comedy.
For military stuff?
No, this was a regular.
Yeah, but how are you booking a regular gig in Pakistan? You
Actually,
know a guy?
I got it in Edinburgh. Yeah, I got it in Edinburgh. Somebody saw me.
What are you talking about?
I promise you. And then, of course, I did my background stuff, and people were like, no, I've
Yeah,
done
that's
this
what I
gig.
mean. If some sheik came up to me in Edinburgh and was like, I know a guy who would like to order you.
No, some random guy came up to me and said, I have a show in Egypt, and I never heard from anyone about it, so I wasn't going to go there. But Pakistan, I had legit sources that had gone.
Is it a big, there's a big comedy Mecca in Pakistan?
Not at all. That's why it was fun.
Where is Mecca? I thought Mecca was in Pakistan.
Mecca's somewhere. But
is that an offensive name for a comedy club, the Comedy Mecca?
No, it feels a little hacky, though.
Yeah, but what isn't?
That's
what
true.
was the last time? What was the last club you worked at that doesn't have a hacky name? And don't say the Comedy Cellar this week here in Las Vegas.
No, but that's a good name because it's
an okay name because it's not bananas.
Right, or the
You know
joke
what I mean?
joint. Oh, is that a real one? I don't want. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
the joke
Minneapolis.
box or ha ha ha.
All those are ones too. And you you're headed to Rooster T. Feathers next.
That's a great name. Come on.
In Sunnyvale.
That's a great name.
Is it, or do you picture a chicken restaurant with a rooster on it giving a thumbs up with his feather?
Well, there is a
that's what you
rooster in the
picture.
back. Not a real one, but like a plastic cardboard whatever one. And there's one in the bathroom too. But that's a good name because they made it into a name. Rooster
It's too
Tees.
silly.
No.
It's too silly.
It's
Don't
better.
sit here and defend it just because you're headed there. They're all dumb. LOL Comedy
No, I
Club
would
is
tell
dumb.
you, but those are all-
Looney Bins are dumb.
LOL.
They're all dumb.
Those names are dumb because you've heard them before, but no one's ever been like Rooster T. Feather. And you've never heard of Rooster T. Feathers.
No, I get it. It's a one-off.
Yeah.
But
That's like if I called you Chuckle D. Hoo-Ha.
well, please do.
What's your name?
This is Chuckle D Hoo-Ha in the mornings. That does sound like a local DJ that you could get on his show. No, but then I also think if you had a comedy club, what would you call it? Carmen's?
I don't know. Lynch's sounds bad. Carmen's. I don't know.
Comedy lynching?
No. I don't know. I might
Because
name
what,
it-
lynching isn't funny?
Maybe what you said, murmur or whatever. The murmur.
No.
The murmur vault.
The Murmur Vault? That sounds like an MRI. That doesn't even. It's like what you tell a kid. Like, you're going in a spaceship now. It's like, I have cancer, don't I?
What about Carmen Comedian? No, I don't know. I would never.
But that's what I mean.
Club.
That's why they
Yeah.
all end up cornball, because if you had a club, what would you call it? It's not like you would do any better. It would be the Laugh
Well, I
Hut.
get that it has to have some kind of comedy word in it.
Does it?
I think when you Google things, you want people to associate.
How can a steakhouse be called Smith's?
That's steak.
How do they? Well, is it? I like to think of my
Steak is
I like
not,
to think of my
steak
comedy
is
as
not
the.
funny. You don't go like the cow
I
murder.
beg to differ.
You know what I mean?
I serve up comedy carne asada every night.
But I mean, the comedy shows have to be kind of, shticky probably. I don't know. Who cares about them?
Well, I do, because now we're in it. You know what I mean? And I feel like I can't climb out unless we come up with a good method for naming a club.
What would you call yours?
Well, this is what I'm saying. I would call mine like Smith's, but something better.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it does it have to have the name in it?
No, you're right. It doesn't.
Like
but
Barnes and Noble, it just becomes known as a bookstore.
Right.
It doesn't have the word books. Well, at Barnes and Noble booksellers, I guess it does.
Or nobody likes onions. Nobody knows what that is
Right.
until
you Google it and then realize you've wasted a huge portion of your life invested in researching me. Can you talk about your Google skills?
They're horrible. What do you want to know?
Well, who taught you to Google?
Oh, is this about the thing?
It's about a lot of it.
Okay. Well, I like to talk to the phone and see what but I do that on purpose.
Yeah, you do.
I like
You
to
do the thing where you don't like to type.
Why? Yeah, I think that's great. I love that.
Then why don't you get the Apple Watch where you can just?
Because feels stupid.
I just reinvested in an Apple Watch.
Yeah. Oh.
And I never wear it. I've had it for a week and I've already stopped wearing it.
But I like my old-fashioned watch. I like having a watch. I don't want an Apple Watch.
What do you mean?
I like my phone.
Well, you have an
and
Apple
my
watch, but you have an Apple Watch, you can make it whatever you want. You can have whatever face
I'd rather
you want
talking to
on
my
it.
phone. No, I don't want to deal with that.
Talking to your watch, you look like Dick Tracy.
It's like James Bond, whatever. It's been done.
It was Dick Tracy.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, my phone I like to just talk into, and I just like to ask her questions.
Yeah, but this is like, so we were trying to go to a taco stand yesterday. It's a local chain here called Roberto's Tacos. Pretty good. It's
really good.
Authentic Mexican.
Thanks, Roberto.
But there was
onions,
one,
please.
the one you routed us to was in a casino. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is a pain in the ass. Let's go to one that's not in a casino.
Totally your fault for trusting someone who doesn't live here.
That's fine. But then
Okay.
your solution to find one that wasn't in a casino was to Google Roberto's Tacos not in a casino.
So smart. And I'm not the first to do that.
But not in a. Those words are going to get ignored by Google, and all it's going to hear is Roberto's Tacos Casino and spit back results.
And who found the Roberto's that wasn't in a casino?
After
Me.
I pointed out that the results were probably skewed by the fact that you
Not
put
really.
casino
You
in
were
this.
driving and you were focused on your driving. I did it all myself.
Believe it or not, I can focus on my driving, correct your Googling, and chew gum at the same time.
Well, I like
all
my
while
Google.
high. And then we had an interaction at a taco place that's going to get me upset to talk about.
What, that thing? It's not upsetting. You liked it.
The no, not the prank I played on you.
Oh.
The sorry, my eyes.
It's not
are
really
fucked.
a prank, but
What
what upsetting thing?
If I would have taped it and put that on YouTube, we'd both be more famous than any Lettermans.
Oh, come on. That wasn't a prank, though. That was just silly.
You would have been a meme.
Well, just tell me first what upset you.
The fact that so you go in, you ordered. I go in. Carmen's like, "Let me buy you lunch. I've been on Letterman."
Oh my God! You're never gonna stop.
And I was like, "Whoa, big star, big shot. Do you know Colbert?" And you were like, "I don't want to bring it up. I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff." And we walk up to the window to order. This is the only Roberto's I've been to, by the way, that has like bulletproof glass. I feel like I'm getting
I thought they were all like that.
No, I feel like I'm getting my belongings after a prison sentence.
But you know what? Vegas is cool, but it has this kind of like vibe where you do need bullet glass.
Well, where you're at, Rio, is all industrial around there. Like, there's no other real. Like, people aren't walking to Rio.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those off-strip casinos where you have to get a car to it. And so around that are all strip clubs and warehouses.
Oh,
And train tracks and power lines and vagabonds and sleeping bags. So, yeah, where you're at, sketchy. And then east of the strip is real sketchy.
Yeah.
Like, the homeless people here are very, I don't know, it must be a good place to panhandle because people have money.
I don't know.
But there's so many homeless. And there's like encampments close to downtown, like under freeway bridges in this heat. Can you imagine 108-degree heat?
See, if you were homeless, why would you pick Vegas? You know? I'd go to like, I don't know.
I love that you think homeless is like retirement.
It is.
You're like,
if I were
I don't know,
homeless,
if I was homeless, why would you pick Cabo?
I would pick Hawaii or
Yeah? What are you, swimming? You can't just...
I know. I'm
There's
being
no
silly. Come
homeless
on.
underground railroad where they can wade in the water to any city they
But
want.
not a desert. There's got to be a way to hitch a ride, get out of the desert, and then be
But a lot of
homeless.
people know, when you stay where you know, look, if you become homeless in New York, what do we got, 6 months?
What, till I get homeless?
Yeah.
Why?
Just throwing jabs.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And we do a podcast here.
Thank you.
And no, but you got homeless in New York, you'd stay in New York. Because you'd couch. Here's the
But New
progression
York
of it.
is a great place to be homeless because there's every
Greatest city on earth to be homeless.
every step there's like 10 people. Like it's so packed. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm looking for in homelessness. People around me
To give me
steal the
money.
very little shit that I have.
No, but I mean in Vegas,
Where do you leave all your stuff when you're homeless?
what stuff? You don't have stuff.
You have a shopping cart full of trinkets that you've collected. A
Yeah.
piece of a rubber hose. You found an unused tampon.
Yeah.
You collect all this stuff.
You
'cause
put it
you're
in
just
the
like,
bag. That's why you're a bag
one
lady.
day you're going to Doc Brown yourself a new life.
Or you have the grocery cart.
Yeah, but where do you leave it? Like if you go
They
to,
leave it with them, and they're
let's say they have an appointment.
like what? Like an interview?
Well, homeless people always seem to have stuff to do. You ever notice this?
No, they're sitting
They're,
around.
no, they're
asking
always
for money.
walking around doing stuff. Well, that's at work.
Those are the real.
Yeah, 8 hours a day they are sitting on a curb with a sign that they made. Also,
Right.
put a little effort into your sign. You know, save up for some glitter. Take one of those dollars and buy new markers. Could you do that?
No.
If you're homeless?
No.
Like I'd buy some poster board. I'd write something funny. Like there's guys downtown who are like, kick me in the nuts as hard as you want for $1. That's funny.
If you,
And I like that I'm getting something back.
I think some of them make pretty good money, and they could spend a dollar.
Yeah,
on a
2020
marker.
did like a special where they followed like homeless people home, and they lived in like 5-bedroom houses and make $120,000 a year.
They have rooms like this,
What does that mean?
like really nice rooms.
Like
This is a
s-
very nice room.
This is the shittiest room in my house. It's full of
It's a great
foam
room.
and curtains.
Look behind me. It's a great room.
No, my great room is out there.
Oh, jeez.
As you drink your fresh lime drink. We do fancy here a little bit.
Anyway, back to Roberto's.
Yeah, so we go into Roberto's. Here's what I don't like. They have a woman who speaks English as a second language. Not her fault.
Yeah, but you want that in a taco place.
Right. That's why I said not her
Yeah.
fault. I want to make it very clear before I go on my single white male rant. But when you there's already a language barrier, and then you put a physical barrier between us. You know what I mean? There's a lot of white people going in there and ordering tacos. And now there's a broken speaker box. It's almost cliche, this speaker box, how it's crackling when she talks.
Yeah.
Like an old 80s movie of like, where you can't hear the drive-through. Right? You know, it's a trope almost.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. I think it was just her.
Here's how bad it
English.
was.
Okay, whatever.
Well, you're right. It was
Yeah.
her. You're right. Let's put it back on her.
Okay.
Because she made several mistakes.
She did.
First of all, I ordered 2 carnitas tacos and a chicken taco. Well,
No.
I ordered 2 carnitas tacos and 2 chicken
And two
tacos.
chicken tacos. That's 4 tacos.
Then you said, yeah,
I
and
said-
I hadn't been there in so long. I forget how big these things are. And they put so much meat in them.
And then I said, no, saying it to myself.
Let-
2 carnitas
Well,
and
no, then
one.
you stepped up and were like, let me get this.
Oh, I said, let me get this. So they changed it
Big
to just
shot,
one. They
yeah.
didn't know it was like
And you were like, 2 carnitas, 1
chicken
chicken.
taco.
And so she thought you were revising my order that I
Yeah.
had already made. And then we get our order, and she just gave us 2 carnitas and 1 chicken.
which was my plate, which made you really upset that I didn't buy you lunch.
Yeah,
And you
because you
started
had
crying. I
made
can't
this
believe you
big
started
thing.
crying.
Of course.
That's so weird.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
You had made
because
this
it was
whole
just
thing like, I'm going
tacos.
to take some of my TV money and get you tacos.
So crazy.
TV money?
Like, you know how much you make on that show? Okay.
No, but like people think
People
like
think
that
you
you're
make a
on
lot of
TV
TV
and that
money.
you like have a ton of money. Yeah, yeah.
They do.
Even like you could go on the Today Show talking about your startup, and people will be like, "Oh, so you got some of the big Hollywood money?" It's like, no, I got green tea in the green room.
That's crazy.
That's what they paid us in. So then the tacos come out, and we don't have enough, and you're already upset while I go put my new order in.
And I said, Patrick, I'll pay for your tacos.
You said I'll give you some cash,
give you some
which
cash.
felt cheap.
Made you feel like a homeless person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna like shove it in my G-string.
Well, I didn't want to get up and pay for your meal because I wanted to start mine. So I said, here, take some cash.
So you're being rude in two ways. Number one, you're not buying me lunch. Number two, you're starting to eat without me.
I was going to do that. But I'm, I have to eat. I have to eat constantly.
These TV stars, am I right?
I'm extremely tall and I need to eat every half an hour or I pass out.
You said that like I'm not taller.
I know, I'm just kidding.
It'd be like, look, Carmen, I'm really thin.
What are you saying?
You're thinner than me. It'd be like me saying I'm thin to you.
Oh. No, I was... Okay, anyway, the point of the whole story, which is probably
and also
boring.
that you think the taller you are, the more you have to eat.
Yes, you do.
What do you...
You do, because it has to go all the way down to your feet. It's a lot of food.
Food doesn't go to your feet.
Well,
let me see your ankles.
My toes.
What are we working
my
with?
fat ass toes will tell you that food goes.
No, but you're eating. I'm waiting for my order. My order comes out.
Oh no, this is what you forgot. I said, here, take some cash. I want to buy you lunch.
Yeah, and I said, go fuck your cash.
And you said no, thank you, and you said thanks for the Pepsi.
Yeah, because you had bought me a Diet Pepsi, and I was
said
like,
that was
well,
enough.
you said that's all I deserved.
Yeah.
Really.
And then you said, can you buy me something else? And I said no.
Yeah, I wanted to get this inflatable peacock.
Oh yeah. For your pool.
Yeah, well, we're jumping ahead of ourselves.
It's bigger than your pool. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Not your peacock.
First of all, stop calling it my peacock. That's a very immature way.
The peacock that it was at the supermarket that we saw, the air thing.
Yeah.
That's bigger than your swimming pool.
No, it's not.
They're pretty much the same size. Anyway, keep going. That's supposed to be funny.
If you could just say that every time so our editors will know.
Oh, you have editors? He's bragging now. I have editors, and I've had so-and-so on the show.
Nobody's edited. Nobody's edited. No, we don't have editors.
You don't have editors?
No.
You edit it yourself?
Why would I edit it?
Oh, I don't know. In case we talk about tacos for too long.
We're not. Okay. We're just getting into it because I haven't even started.
No.
No. You get upset that the carnitas tacos come in a soft shell and your chicken taco came in a hard shell, and you were really impressed by this hard shell. It's like a deep fried, really crispy.
Delicious. It's not that I was upset, but they should make them all in the hard shell because it was amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
Well, you should ask. Do you want them soft or hard?
Well, they should ask. Yeah, but she couldn't
What
speak
would you
English.
have picked, though?
I probably
sight
would have
unseen.
picked... Because
you might have gone soft.
No, I like those hard taco shells. I do, but I didn't think it was going to be that good.
Yeah, so it was great, and you were about to eat your carnitas tacos, and I said, why don't you go up to the front? And I knew how much trouble we'd had with this lady already, and I thought this would be a great, great bit. You go up to the front and just ask if you can buy 2 hard shells, and then transfer the taco into
the hard shell.
First of all, you're constantly running around this restaurant with your taco.
I thought
you know how they have like the salsa bar and the radishes and pickles and stuff. She runs up to the bar with her taco in hand, like she's gonna build your own taco.
I thought that was a really nice gesture.
Until you got there and saw the array of salsas that you would have to carry back.
Whatever. There were 2 different kinds of sauces.
Array.
Anyway, nice word. Anyway, so I bring my taco to the woman, and I say...
No, you started to bring your taco to the woman, and I told you that would be ridiculous. She knows what her tacos look like. What are you going to walk up there with this taco and be like, put this into a...
You know, I bet that would have helped, because when I asked her, she didn't understand, because what did she say when I asked her?
5.
I said, could I get 2 hard taco empty shells? And she just goes, 5. Which makes no sense.
Maybe she was trying to upsell you.
I don't know.
Or maybe they only sell them in 5-packs.
And then if I had shown her that soft taco on my plate, I could have been like, I want this in there. And then she would have understood. So the point is, I was right and you were wrong. There.
You weren't, but I died laughing at you at the window.
Because you heard me from the other side of the room.
But you kept saying, like, this was so typical white girl funny. They're so good. They're so good. This is like while Mexican men in hard hats are eating around the restaurant, you know.
But those are the best places, those hole-in-the-wall places.
I know, but you don't have to say it so sing-songy in your white woman voice as you try to order too hard. You're like, they're so good. And you're looking around the restaurant like, right, everybody? They're so good.
Nobody was even in there.
Yes, there were. There were like dirty old Mexican men who had just gotten off their shift.
Oh, I was so excited. That hard taco was the best one I've ever had.
You want to go back?
No. I just had a huge burrito. Right now, like 2 seconds ago.
That has nothing to do with anything. Then can we talk about the way you eat burritos?
Oh, fine. But I was doing
Let's get into the Mexican food. We're going to be grilling you today.
Okay, but the reason I ate that burrito like in the middle like that was because I didn't want to make a mess in your car. Right. And it just felt like a pocket. It just felt like it was
I'd never seen this done, though. You took a burrito sideways. You held it like a baby. And then you just started eating out the side of it.
I like, you know what, this is what, okay.
You ate the burrito way a zombie would eat a person in The Walking Dead.
Exactly, but listen to me for a second. The sides of the burrito are full of...
antioxidants.
The sides of the burrito are full of the wrap, and when I'm really hungry, I want to get right to the meat. So I just jump in the middle. The end.
It's funny that you call the ends of the burrito the sides of the burrito. Only when you hold it the way you hold it are they the sides. It's the top and bottom. That's acceptable.
No, it's
or
the
the
left
ends.
and right. But okay, the
left and right. Nobody holds a burrito like a fucking Nintendo game controller.
But if you want to get to the nitty gritty into the middle,
I hate the grit.
You do?
Almost as much as I hate the knit.
Oh, come on. Anyway, I had to bite the middle just to see. Because, okay, when I went to buy the burritos, some guy in line goes, this is going to be amazing. And so I was like, I gotta
Did he work there?
No, he was just a dude.
I heard from some guy, this place is great. Who? The guy I ordered from.
Come on.
But you said it like what you just said was like, I had to take a bite out of the side. Like you were then going to turn it and go back to eating it regular. Like, I had to get one.
Too late. You can't.
To get one.
Once you go in the middle, you got to stay.
You can't turn it sideways.
It's squirt everywhere.
Yeah, it's an oil tank with a leak at that point.
Exactly.
No, I like it. I just never seen it eaten that way, and I might switch.
Good luck.
Because almost what you do is create a soft taco bowl.
Yeah.
But you risk, when you eat it that way, you risk eating the support system out of it, and then it
is a little risky.
And overflowing.
It's a little, but you avoid, and not with this one because this one was made really well. But some of them, like I said, have too much bread on the sides, and why fill up on that? By the time you get to the middle, you're full. So you got to go to the middle.
Stop calling the tips the sides. Stop
Whatever.
calling the ends, sides.
The left, and the
right.
right.
What do you call
sides.
the crust of the pizza? The base.
Do you fold your pizza when you eat it?
It depends on what it is. Because you're from New York. You're in New York. Yeah. Where are you from?
Well, New York.
Where are you from?
From?
Don't say New York-ish. You don't live in New York City
now? I've been there so
now?
long. No. I mean, I'm from Virginia, but I feel like I'm from New York.
You're from Virginia? How did I never know that? And why did you get away?
Because I was there long enough.
I've been there. It's great.
Where?
I've been Huntington. I've done Virginia Beach. These Funny Bones.
You've only done the clubs.
Yeah.
No, I lived there in the suburbs.
I'm not hanging out in Norfolk.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I left, because I was in the burbs.
Do you know Rhoda Young?
Who's that?
She's the best reporter in Norfolk, and she only does it on Facebook Live.
No.
Oh,
but I'm from right outside of D.C.
Okay. And you did comedy in D.C. for a while?
Never. I moved to New York, and then I did comedy.
Okay.
I think this was on your first podcast with me.
I'm just trying to fucking refresh myself because you're so forgettable.
Oh my God.
You started the attitude and then I just amped it up. So don't come at me with that. Did you just burp?
I did a little bit. Can you tell? Are you going to edit that out? Editor, please listen.
Does it smell like steak?
No, it's fine. It smells
Was
like
that
Guy
a side
Fieri.
burrito burp
It's a Guy
or a
Fieri
bottom?
side burp.
How was your trip to Vegas been? You hate the heat?
No, I don't. I don't hate it.
A little bit.
No,
According to your Instagram.
What? I know. That's nice. I'm just being silly. It's nice to leave the casino because then you get fresh air, but then it is really hot. The pools are great. The food's kind of expensive.
You told me the pool here was cold, which I don't believe.
No, okay, there's 3 swimming pools. 2 of them are heated, and one of them is freezing.
You sure it wasn't the penguin encounter?
What?
The penguin exhibit
No. Oh,
you
stop.
wandered into.
It's a giant pool and it was empty. So I went over there and it was freezing. And I'm
Except
like,
for
this is why
penguins.
it's empty. And then, no.
You're like, that's the Shark Tank, you idiot.
Anyway.
You're up against Penn and Teller every night. You're working at the Rio. The new Comedy Cellar. This place has been open like a month.
Yeah, about a month or two. And Barry Manilow's there. Oh, no, he's at a different place. We were supposed to do a little
You're
press
going to go
thing.
meet Barry Manilow?
No, we were supposed to just do a press thing. Anyway, that's stupid. I don't want to talk about it.
Where you just announced Barry Manilow?
No.
Hey guys, I'm Carmen. I'm the comedian here at the Comedy Cellar. Just wanted to announce to the press Barry Manilow's at another hotel.
I would never do that.
What was the press thing?
I don't know. We never did it. So.
Oh, she's motioning to cut. It's a video show. They see that. We're not
Are
just
you
in a
gonna keep that?
we're not just in a colored, well-lit room.
I forgot.
Guys, forget anything you heard about Barry Manilow. He's dead
Is this
now.
on YouTube? Is this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, not yet. We're in the middle of
Oh.
it. But we'll cut that. Note to the editors. Editors.
Keep it in.
So there was something with Barry Manilow that you're not supposed to talk about.
I don't know. It
top
doesn't matter.
secret.
Anyway.
What's Barry Manilow up to? I want a Google report.
Don't know.
Not in the casino. What does Barry Manilow do all day not in the casino?
I honestly have no idea. We
We'll-
never did
we'll
it,
edit all
so-
this out.
Oh, okay. So how's your next trip going to be?
Oh, God. Oh, that hurt to hear right there. That was a painful, awkward moment. Everything's going great, Carmen. Just slide.
Oh, I love
Just
that.
slightly ask him what his next trip's gonna be.
God, is that
This
you?
is your brain. Just go. What's your next trip gonna coming up?
I'm going to the Grand Canyon.
I know.
I'm very excited. Have you been?
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you this story. My mother was a nurse. She's retired. And one time
I heard Barry Manilow's gonna be there.
and one time she was at work.
like a mom who's fed up. You've just sped past it. Like you entertain on your own time. I've got a story to tell.
Now it's a boring story. I'm not going to tell
It's
it.
not.
No.
Get into it.
Anyway, so my mom used to be a nurse, and one
Oh,
time
you're
at the
right, it is boring.
hospital, someone mentioned that they had a friend that went to the Grand Canyon with their children, and then turned around, and one of the children
No,
was
that's like
gone.
something
I
they tell
swear
kids.
To God,
That's something they tell kids on the bus on the way to a field trip. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
there was the kid. Okay, everybody, listen up. This is like on the way. This is on the way to Disney World as a kid. Everyone, I need eyes. I need focused eyes up here. I'm looking for attentive students. I'm looking for an attentive student.
An
Billy?
attentive
Billy?
student?
Yeah, an attentive student.
Okay.
I'm looking for 14 sets of eyeballs. I'm looking for 14 sets of Carmen, thank you. Guys, I want everyone here to have fun today, especially on It's a Small World. But I want to tell you this cautionary tale. Once there was a boy who thought it would be funny to hang a foot out of the boat on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Little did he know that there are actual ghouls and goblins who will, in the form of mechanical gears, chew your leg off. And we had a kid one year who got pulled into the water, held under by a ghost. Can you imagine a mechanical ghost pulling you under the water and then just trapping you down there? You're stuck in the gears.
And then did he die?
He died. He was never seen again. That was always the story. We never saw him again.
Wait, how do you know this story? Because you would just go there all the time?
Well, this one I just made up.
Oh.
But you know what I
okay.
mean? That sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
tale. That
I
like,
don't know. I'll let you know.
did you have like a place in your town that like kids would go, but your parents, everybody would say like, don't go to this area.
There was one
this section of
street.
woods.
Yes, the
or like there's a
woods.
guy in that house. Like,
But it wasn't
you don't
the
trick or
parents
treat
that were
there.
saying that. It was other kids at school. They were like, "Oh, there was a murder here on this road."
Like
and
the
it was
Edward
like this.
Scissorhands house at the end of the block. You
Or
don't
like
trick or
Jason, the
treat.
Freddy Holt. That yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're not true.
Well,
We all saw Home Alone 2. The scary bird lady is actually a really nice person who would love another one of your turtle doves.
Gosh, here we go. Anyway, so I'm going to the Grand Canyon. I'm very excited.
And you're afraid that you'll drop one of your children in? What was the point of this tale?
That it's steep and people fall.
Well, yeah, but there's...
Are you that close to the edge, or is there a
you
thing?
can get as close to the edge as you want. It's not like they have lifeguards along the thousands of miles of the Grand Canyon. So it's like if you want to kill yourself, Carmen, you can do it if that's what you're asking. How bad is this week going?
It's really fun.
Don't be depressed and don't jump.
You want to kill yourself?
Most days. But that's
Did you talk
unrelated.
about that thing on your show
Barry Manilow?
about the $10 million and the 15 years? Did you do that here?
No.
Oh,
We can discuss that.
let's do it.
But what are you excited about seeing in the Grand Canyon? Because you brought this up. You're gonna road trip like a Thelma without a Louise.
Yeah, it's fun for 3 days.
You're gonna rent a car,
Yeah.
drive down, see the
Hoover Dam, and then go to the Grand Canyon, spend the night.
What time are you leaving Monday morning?
As soon as I can. I think the rental car place opens at 9.
But when do you have to have it back to Rooster T Rentals?
Rooster Teeth Feathers at Thursday by 6 p.m.
Okay.
Why?
Because that's a tight trip. Mm-hmm. So you plan
That's
on
okay.
heading? You plan on seeing the Grand Canyon in one day and then start heading up to California within that day?
Well, here's the thing. The tour at the Grand Canyon starts at 5 in the morning, and he says it ends at 2 because it gets so hot. So from 2 onward, I'm going to already start going back to California.
What is that, a 3-hour tour?
No, 5 a.m. to 2 is more like 7.
Tour,
7-hour tour.
It's a 9. It's
7
9
hour.
if you really want to do the math.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah. 9. So then I'm going to start driving back. So it's tight, but it's going to be fine. And then I want to go up to Yosemite.
You're also not gonna look at the Grand Canyon for 9 hours.
I know. It'll probably be like 5. It said 5 to 7.
I want to be that tour guide who has to make the next section of rock sound as exciting as the last section.
I know. That's got to suck.
Like where you just like, if you look over here.
Well, you know what's weird? There were 3 tours. One said anyone can do this. It's
Oh, 'cause
easy.
they're
And I was
hiking.
like, yeah. And I was like, I don't want to do that because there's going to be a bunch of old farts. And there was a middle one, the one that I eventually took. And there was a hard one that says you have to fill out a voucher
Black
that if you
Diamond.
die, we're not responsible and you can't have a fear of heights. And
Did
I
the
was like,
woman who lost the kid sign
horrible.
one of those?
Probably. I don't know. So I picked the middle one.
You have 3 kids. On average, you will lose 1. Do you comply? And then you sigh. You're like, yeah, we're willing to. Hope it's the tall one.
Horrifying.
To lose a child?
At the Grand Canyon, yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think is the worst way to lose a child? I feel the worst.
Okay, because I have a wheel we can spin.
I think the alligator at Disney is the worst.
Um,
Can you name a worse one? You can't.
hold on. Is it as a child the worst way to die, or as a parent to lose a child?
As a parent to lose a child.
I got one question before I answer.
Okay.
Am I single or divorced?
You're married.
Or am I divorced or married?
You're married, just like that guy.
See, married, I'd say it doesn't matter.
Why?
It's gonna suck, and you'll probably break up anyway. Isn't this what always happens though when parents lose a
that's
kid?
even worse because then you lost a kid and you lost your marriage.
No, but that's what usually happens, right?
I know.
When parents lose a kid, like 90% will, if that was their only kid.
But it's not about the marriage; it's about losing a kid.
I know, but here's the reason I asked. Because it does matter. If I was single, I need the story to tell other women.
You could just get a dog. You don't need to have that.
Can I have sex with my dog?
No, but girls like men with dogs.
They also like guys who have lost their only son in a tragic snowboarding
No, that's
cruise.
horrifying. No, I'm saying as a parent, can you name a worse?
If you tell people that you took your kid to the Grand Canyon
and you lost
turned
it?
your back to change camera lenses so that you could have a moment with your boy.
Then you turn
You
around.
turned around and a coyote pulled him off the cliff, and then an eagle swooped down and you saw him get carried off to the center of the canyon and dropped on one of the Tetons.
Okay. Point.
Gonna get laid. You tell a girl that?
No, they're not.
Oh, come on.
No. Maybe. It's a great story. No, I think they would just tell their friends.
Whereas if you tell a girl you're hitting on, he bled out because I hit him too much. That's not gonna get you laid.
No.
But I think if you have a tragic story, he drowned, died in a well.
I don't
fell
want
off
that.
the Grand Canyon. Those are sympathy stories. To say that he fell out of a roller coaster, that sounds like he was having too good of a time and maybe got what he was asking for.
You can have so many other ways to get a girl's sympathy than losing a child, though.
I know, but I prefer trickery.
No. Hold a
And it wouldn't be
baby. Women love men who hold babies.
There's no place to just rinse babies by the hour for you to hold.
No, but I mean,
I
if you
tried
have
stuffing a baby
friend-
Bjorn with newspaper and just carrying it around. Like, don't talk to her. She's sleeping.
A dog will be the trick. Get a dog.
Just
Don't
get
lose
a Cabbage
a child.
Patch Kid. Dress up one of those Honda Asimo robots.
Well, here's the reason that losing a child by an alligator, this guy is the worst, is because he tried to save his child. So you have that guilt, that added guilt that you tried and failed.
What do you mean?
Because he tried to save his kid.
Why would you even try?
Because he's your kid.
It's in an alligator's mouth.
Doesn't matter. Take a chance. You never know.
This is like saying you should fish your iPhone out of a toilet. Let it go. You can make another one. You can buy another one.
Horrifying.
If my kid was in an alligator's mouth, I'm just
You
gonna,
would so jump in head first.
I don't know. And you can't say that to me.
I want to say it.
You don't. I'll stand in my truth.
Are you going to have kids?
I'm not trying to.
Picture one of those inside the mouth of an alligator right
I
now.
picture all of them in there. Because I get blowjobs from alligators.
Oh my God.
No, I don't want kids, but if I had a kid and it got eaten by an alligator, this is like a video I just watched of a guy fighting a kangaroo for his dog.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Bye.
No, that's
I get a
dumb,
new dog.
though, but that's dumb.
What do you mean? It's the same. It's the same. Only your dog doesn't have a last name.
I don't know.
If that kangaroo picked up my baby and put it in its pouch, what are you going to do? Go get it back? You don't have a baby anymore.
No, if it was a baby, and I love dogs. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it for a dog.
I love
but
kangaroos.
Yeah, but that kangaroo, that was not. First of all, why was he there?
Can we see your ticket? Like, what do you mean? Why was he there? He lived there. He lived there.
Would they just roam around on the freaking backyard?
What was that alligator doing there anyway with that baby? Excuse me, are you supposed to be backstage? What do you mean? Why was he there?
I know. Why was the guy there? Was he in like some kind of...
He was in a truck hunting, and his dog was in the back of the truck, and the dog saw the kangaroo and jumped out.
Okay.
And then I tell the dog, well, you know where the meetup point is if you make it.
That guy's clearly been in fights before. He was confident that he was going to kick the shit out of the kangaroo.
That's nuts. He had a machete in his back pocket, and if that kangaroo would have got that machete,
that would have been amazing.
if you think they can box, you should see a kangaroo use a machete. They can build things
cool.
out
They're
of
pretty
wood.
cool, though. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like human arms.
Crazy.
They're nuts.
It's nuts. Have
But
you
I'm
seen
telling you,
them
I
when you
don't think, honestly, I don't think I would try to wrestle my kid out of an alligator mouth.
Fine.
I mean, and you can't say that unless you're a parent. I understand.
Yeah.
A father's love.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
I don't know if you'd wrestle it, but you would try something. A rock or whatever. If you had a knife, and you wouldn't try to poke its eyeball out or something?
But that alligator is literally going to just turn around and run back into the water with your baby.
Which is
point.
what it did, yeah.
Oh. Yes! That's what I mean. So you say he
But
tried to rescue him and couldn't?
But
and
my
he
point
lived?
is, when he's at a bar drinking because he's sad that his son died, at least you'll say, I tried. If he just stood there, he would have felt even worse.
Yeah. Well, and there's going to be a drunk slut at that bar, and she's going to go, where'd you get that scar? He's going to tell the story. Deal sealed.
How about those people? Do you remember those stories of those women that go crazy and they kill all their children? There was one I remember when I was a kid, and she drowned her kids.
You're thinking of male seahorses.
No, and she drowned her kids, and then that guy remarried.
Oh, in the bathtub.
And had kids. Yes.
Yeah.
And had kids all
That
over
was
again.
Florida, I think.
Was
All that
it?
shit's Florida. There was the woman who like drove her kids into the lake in their car seat.
Yeah, I remember that one.
There was Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony.
There is a thing though.
I saw Casey Anthony at the airport once.
Hot.
No.
Um,
Anyway, do they have a lot of murders in Vegas? Seems like a good place for
Normal
murder.
amount.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where are all the hookers?
we had a bunch last October.
I remember Vegas. Last time I was in Vegas, there were a lot of hookers.
They're still there.
Well, I don't
They're
see
sitting
them.
at slot machine. Are you mad because there's not as many hitting on you?
No, because it used to be kind of humorous to see these like ridiculous outfits. Be like, I can't believe she's walking.
What do you think they dress like?
Now they probably dress more like
Showgirls?
regular people.
Yeah, I think they're just sitting at bars and casinos. Like if you see a woman sitting alone or with
They
other
used
girls
to be
dressed
really like just stand out, and you'd be like, I can't believe she's wearing that thong like down the street.
oh no, they overdress. They wear like
And now it's
gowns
like gowns and
yeah.
shit. Yeah,
So
okay.
it looks like you're out for a bachelorette party,
Yeah.
but you're really just out for yourself.
Isn't it kind of interesting though? Like, what is the sign? Like, say I was a hooker, okay, and I go to the bar.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm there.
And I go to the bar in my gown. Like, what's my word? Or what do I hear from
Your
a dude?
safe word?
What's my word?
What's my word? This is why you can't ever do any of this stuff. You're just
know.
you're like, so day one of hookering. So what do I do? What's my what's my word? How do I?
Okay, but seriously, okay, it's my first day, and I'm at the bar.
I like that
And,
you
like,
think I'm
say-
like pimp training.
Oh, you guys know. Like, and a guy
Bring in
comes up to
Dante
me,
Nero.
and a guy comes in and says, you know, can I buy you a drink? Is he buying me a drink, or does he already want to hire me?
Can it be just about the drink?
No, but
No.
seriously, how does that guy pick up a hooker?
Depends how fat she is.
Jeez.
Um,
And there's other people at the bar, so I'm just curious.
I imagine that the girl will approach the guy.
Okay, so what's my word? So what's my thing? Hey, you want to?
Slut.
You want a good time? No, it's something. It's got to be something casual.
Oh
'cause-
no, girls will say you looking for a party.
really?
That's
it?
well, I watched a lot of HBO Hookers on the Point
Yeah.
and a lot of Cat House season 4.
Oh my God, was that one in that? Oh, that's right. I've
in the
seen
Bunny
that. The
Ranch.
Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
That guy is so big
is his
and
name?
old,
What
and
is
he's
his name?
married, and he had like I remember that show.
He was married, but he had like 7
He
different
had 7
ex-wives.
girlfriends, and they would all line up in the house.
Yeah.
And then people would come in.
And
I
pick
remember
one.
that. Mm-hmm. That's so bizarre.
They would pick out
It's
a
kind
hooker.
of fun to watch, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's the best.
Because it's like
It would show the camera in the room like while they do the stuff.
It's kind of like a game show. Like, who are they going to pick today? Nah, 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 nah. You know? 'cause
Oh,
they're-
it's like Iron Chef. Like where they're like, I'll take Bobby Flay.
Yes, they
Yeah.
were all so different, and I was like, which one? And
They
then I
were
was
all
like,
busted. No lookers in the bunch.
but it's also fun as a woman. I think when you know you're not going to be a hooker, like I don't think, knock on wood,
It's
I don't think
fun
I'll
for
ever.
a woman to know you're not going to be a hooker. Got it.
No, I'm saying like.
No, I guess.
I would say, which one would I be? And then you look at the whole line and you go, I think I'd want to be that girl because I like her outfit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but most of those girls on that show, surprisingly, like I see girls all the time at bars and clubs who I think are attractive. I've never seen. You ever been in a strip club where you'll look at all the girls and go like, "There's nobody in here who looks really good."
Yeah, but if they looked good, they'd be models.
Everybody who's hot can't be a model.
Or they would, I think, yeah, I mean, don't you think those places
You're a
always
beautiful
have one?
6 foot tall brunette, and I don't see you on the covers of any
Well,
alt-right magazines.
what?
I don't know.
But I mean, there's always like one that's like kind of attractive, and the other ones just got hired because they needed more hookers or whatever, more strippers, right? I mean, they're not super.
My favorite thing about that shows would be when they'd go to the Vegas airport and pick up like a new one that was flying in from Colorado or
God.
Springfield, Missouri,
Yeah.
and they had found her online and she's interested, and they'd be like, well, you know, I'm coming out here for a 6-week trial at the Bunny Ranch. What is the weird dude? Dennis Huff. That's the guy's name who runs the Bunny Ranch.
The big guy that like
Huff.
was married.
Yeah,
yes.
Dennis Huff. Or not Huff, Huff.
I just thought the whole thing was really weird, but I was that was the one show that was like
But remember they get like a bedroom in that it was trailers.
They were
This bunny
trailers?
ranch. Yeah, it was like double wide trailers, like 4 of them, like connected together.
Oh, I thought it was one giant
Oh
house.
no, you are
Really? I thought you would just
glamorizing
pick
it.
a room and they would just, because there was the wife.
Yeah,
who
but it was
the,
a
the
double wide
secretary.
trailer. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
hold on, maybe we can find a clip of it. It's
And
so
then-
good.
And then these couples would come in and she'd be like, yeah, it's my birthday. I've just always wanted to do something and my husband wants me to do it.
Yeah, it was always if it
was
was
always like
couples, she was never into it. Like I promised him if we made it.
Or it was like their first time and they were just curious. But then they always had a favorite, like a star hooker. There was always a star hooker.
I searched best of cat house on YouTube, and the second video is man turns his house into indoor cat playland.
Oh my God.
He sounds fun. Okay, here's just a clip. I found just one.
I bet
clip
they
of
have
it.
celebrities that go there, right?
This doesn't look like it. Hold on. This is
You have to
too
show
fancy.
the lineup because it's really funny when they all line up.
Look what happens on YouTube when you search for cat house. It's just people and their projects.
Do you think some of those girls, like on the side, they're just trying to pay for college, or do you think that's their thing? I bet strippers go to college.
Oh
but-
no, I think they all really get into it with this idea that I'm gonna make 30 grand, get out. And they get there and they all start living hand to mouth. They all
Yeah.
can't help it. They all go buy shoes
Yeah.
and dresses and they're broke and Cadillacs. Like all these, they all drive like Escalades.
Like, don't you think they probably treat them really well so they'll stay?
But then they get
But they take a
accustomed to
percentage.
that, like
Yeah.
a woman who married some rich producer and then gets divorced, and now she's got a $70,000 a month nut,
Right.
Because she's got a house and a gardener, and I like, and they get into that lifestyle of like, well, I get my nails done twice a week and my hair done
Yeah.
once a week, and and then they can't stop
Yeah.
because they don't know how to stop and just be a normal person.
Right.
They
It's like
spend
their
it
own
all.
little hooker prison.
This is the guy, right? Dennis Hoff. That's what it was.
Let's see.
Oh,
yeah.
Air Force Amy. This was the famous gross one.
Is she the
Why is this
one?
low?
Let's
Oh.
see.
She's so busted. She's their most famous one.
I don't remember her at all.
Oh yeah, she's gross.
There was one that talked like this, right? Hi. Remember her?
Oh yeah,
she
the
was
one
really
who had been raped as a child. No, the most famous was
This
her.
looks like Trump's first wife. What's her name?
Oh, I turned it right when I was about to. What is this? Cat House women from
Dennis
HBO
Hoff.
haunted by their past.
He's been called America's Pimp Master General, but he considers himself a businessman.
Hey! I love it!
And what he does is legal.
I have a show on HBO called Cat House.
Hoff is the owner of the most famous legal brothel in America.
Be honest, have you ever been?
Bunny Ranch.
The Cat House?
Yeah.
No,
Sex business.
Okay.
it's not even in Vegas. It's
Oh,
like
it's
an
not?
hour or
Doesn't-
something
oh.
out.
Our
It's.
You think pimps just suck?
Pimps are the worst leeches in the world. It's in Birmingham. It's Charleston. It's everywhere. It's everywhere in America. There are pimps that are trying to grab the life of young girls and take them away from their families.
Exactly what
There's
he does
the
on his
lineup,
show.
totally.
You're visiting, you'll spend some time with you girls, wants to meet you all.
Ew, look how.
Come in and make their money. And
Yeah, look at these girls lined up.
Did you see the girl with the really fake tan?
Which one?
Wait, go back. That
This
one,
one?
yes. Oh,
No, she's black.
she was wearing.
Wow. The next Roseanne, everybody.
Oh my God, take that out. That doesn't. But doesn't she look like a Barbie? She looks like a mannequin with the blonde hair.
Take that out.
And then the next
Take
one.
the black girl out of the lineup. Is that
no.
what you're saying? Wow, everybody.
Oh, stop it. Like, look at the next one. Horrible bra. Like, you're on TV. Put a
The
good
black
bra on.
one?
No.
No, the black bra.
Yes.
Jesus
Jeez,
Christ.
you're so
You really hear what you
racist.
want to hear, don't you?
No, the black one has a great outfit. That's it. That's nice. And then the next one looks like she's trying to be Marilyn
Her name
Monroe.
is Rose. The
And then keep going.
really pale one who's dressed.
She's trying to be like Marilyn Monroe.
She has a body like a 6-year-old girl wearing a one-piece swimming suit.
Yeah, her stomach's
Like,
sticking
why
out.
is that like that?
But some guys,
Well,
I bet
this
it's on
girl-
purpose. Some guys like that body.
They get scheduled every month or two.
They're not exactly very toned.
That's what I'm saying, though. None of them. You could find hotter girls working at Home Depot right now.
But I bet people like that. I
Out
bet
front,
they're
you pull up, you
hired.
honk your horn,
And
they
it's
jump
their
in the
tricks.
car.
It's their tricks. That's why they're hired. They give killer BJs. You know that's what it is.
No, I
You
don't think so. You don't see this girl with her stomach hanging out and go like, I bet that's probably all cum.
No, but she gives good. She's in the back room and behind closed doors. She's not a stripper.
No, but I watched the show.
Strippers-
Some of these girls show up and they've never done it in their life and they don't know what they're doing. Like, I'm not saying they haven't fucked their 19-year-old boyfriend back in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I'm saying like they come out here, they've never done it professionally.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to watch them dip their toe into like, they have a regular come in and he'll be like, oh yeah, you're a new one, huh? Pretty. And grab her and take her back to the room.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he breaks out his fucking cattle prod and stirrups and shit. And she's like, I was just thinking we could cuddle and talk. Like, she's not
Really?
ready. Yeah, she's not ready to like do
I
the
thought it
full
was the
menu. They call it
opposite.
the menu. You know, they have their each have a menu.
Yeah.
And some of
See,
them
the
are not
ones
ready.
that I saw, it was the opposite. It was some girl who was like, I don't know if I can do this. She was the guest, the visitor. And then the hooker was like, girl, let me show you the ropes.
And then she takes out a bunch of rope.
Yeah.
These are the ropes.
Wait, keep going down the line.
Can we film a Cat House spoof where you play every one of the girls?
Oh my God.
and it's just you in rope is one of the characters.
Come in and make their money.
Which is the hottest
Wait,
one
so
in the
that
lineup?
girl right
Hold
there
on.
is the visitor? That's the
hold
prettiest
on.
girl there, and she's the visitor.
Go back home and lead their life.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
a
she's
new
the
hooker.
report. No, she's the reporter.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
every like average girl to me looks hot. You don't because these girls you can't go very long without having hair or makeup or a tan that looks.
I know,
You
but
like a hooker.
you don't
You
have
look
to
like a
be
hooker.
hot to be a whore, I think. Really?
I
'Cause
wish I had that. The more you know
don't
sound.
think, you
Wow,
don't think
really
these
feminist.
Guys, no, but you don't think these guys just want to fuck a hole and then they go to this house where they can do it all the time? That's why they're there. They're not there because they look like Barbie. Somebody farted.
Yeah.
Now who's that guy
Who?
in the blue shirt, or is that reporter?
Show you everything?
Yeah, yes.
There's just rooms down here, and the girls
Is
decorate.
that place called the Funny Bar?
No,
That's a good name.
Stop it. That's
No,
a horrible.
it was
name.
called the Funny Bar.
Horrible name.
Did you see it?
No, but I believe you.
The bar in the brothel was called the Funny Bar.
The
the Bunny Bar. Okay,
The Bunny
that
Bar.
makes more
Show you
sense.
everything?
Yeah, yes.
There's just rooms down here, and the girls decorate them like they want. Yeah, we want people to be comfortable. LED.
Yeah, don't be fooled by those sconces and stuff. This is a trailer.
See, I never knew that. I thought it was a house.
TVs.
Yeah, it looks just like a regular bedroom. What is this?
This is a swing.
I don't quite know.
Yeah, she's the hottest one there by far.
It's really easy. It's
All right.
Really easy. That's the one.
I don't know. It might be.
All of age now, and you're in the business now legally. But how many of you were sex trafficked underage when you started in the business? Can you raise your hand real high? So we have 1, 2, 3.
We counted hands and asked the women
I didn't know
to tell us
that.
their stories.
I've been in the game since I was 13.
The
What?
game.
We're effectively sex slaves, controlled by pimps.
No wonder they're still in it.
All were sold online.
Aw, that's
Virginity
sad.
wasn't an option where I came from. You know, it was taken from you. And so when you
Oh,
that
it's
movie.
Taken, not Taken.
And Taken 3.
It should have been called Taken.
when you get into the game or when you like have somebody.
Oh, that's sad now. I thought these girls just
take
wanted
me
to
for
have
money,
sex and
you
make
already lost
money,
your
but they're just sad people.
Well, you don't have to ruin it. If you pay them enough, that is what they want.
That's all they feel like they can do. They have low self-esteem.
I feel like once you do this, it's hard to clean up and go take a job at
Of
McDonald's
course.
for $12 an hour.
Yeah, I agree. But I
Because
don't.
you're like, A, this is harder work.
I think
like-
it's just change. I think change is hard.
But you tell me. And
it's
this
like prison for hookers.
will lead nicely into our 10 years for 50,
Okay.
or 15 years for 10 million.
Okay.
If you could work an hour as a hooker
Yeah.
Some guy pounds you out. What is it?
I think your confidence
how
is
to
so
do this.
low that you don't feel like you can do anything else.
Mine is low asking this question of a woman in this modern time, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Do it.
As a woman, when you have sex, when you're having sex.
Okay.
Now, and not in any time specific, not relationship sex or single, you're fooling around with somebody's sex or whatever it is. If it's not good,
Yeah.
you're not enjoying it.
Okay.
Do you tell the guy to let's stop, or do you usually let him like this is a weird question to
It depends on the
ask.
guy, but usually I would
You let
probably
him-
end it. I don't know. It depends.
If
on
it's
the,
been super long, you're gonna give him the light. But
no, but I mean, it depends. Like, are we both not enjoying it, or am I just not? Am I like?
I think if a guy's not enjoying it, he stops.
Well, he's not
I don't
enjoying.
know any guy
if
going
his dick
through the
isn't hard,
motions.
he's not enjoying
Right.
it.
So I don't. Well, that's not true either. Friction makes a dick. I mean,
And plus, it's.
I'm saying I don't know many guys who just sit there and look at their phone while they're fucking a girl from behind and just be not into it. Like
Right.
you would stop.
Right.
But I know a woman, if a guy's
Oh, yeah,
fucking
she would
you
keep
and into
going?
it, it's. Do you just think to yourself like, it'll be over in a minute? And I'm just like, it's
If
a
I
weird
really-
question to ask you,
I
but
know,
I'm,
but
you
honestly,
know what I'm saying.
Really,
You know
like
what I mean.
if I'm just not into it at
But
that
you know
moment.
he'll be. But you've seen this act a million times, and you know
I
he'll be
have
done.
a question. Am I not into the guy or am I not into the sex? That's a big question.
Yeah, because you can still have bad sex sometimes with a person
With a-
you're with. Yeah.
right.
So I'm saying.
But if
I'm saying just some of your experiences as a woman, you've had
Yeah.
plenty of sex, I imagine, where you're not into it, but you just let the guy like. It's such a weird question, but you know what I mean, right? Like,
yeah, but it's not like there
so
was that
then-
many times where I was like, ugh, I wish this would end. But if it was like that, then I would say I would end it pretty soon.
and do you,
I mean, I might give it a little bit of time, but it wouldn't be long
like
at
a
all.
movie? Let's see if this gets any better. We're not going to turn it
No,
off
it
yet.
just
We're going to wait for
depends.
Act 2.
If it reaches a certain point, I'll just stop.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
fair. So then,
But why did you bring that up? What did that have to
because
do with the bunny
as
ranch?
being I'm wondering if the feeling, so you can make more in an hour being a prostitute, just letting a guy have sex. Because I'm assuming you're not into it if you're a prostitute. A lot of times,
Oh yeah, but
like
it's your
a guy's
job.
just pumping away
Yeah.
at you, and you have to
Yeah.
pretend to be into it, or just be like, "Well, he'll finish, and then it'll be what it is."
Yeah, I
But
would just
you
think about the
do-
money then.
right. Because you'll make more than you
Well,
would
you've
make.
done that in comedy where you're doing a show and it sucks, and you're like, "Well, I'll get out of here. I have my check, and then I'll just forget it."
Right, but I don't go home at the end of that night. Yeah, you do kind of. As
What?
a
And think about
comic.
the next one.
No, and think about that one. Well, hey, I've never been walking down the street after a show with my check and comes running down my leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless the
I mean,
club had
I-
a really
I
strict,
bet they
aggressive
just think
policy.
of it as a job. They're just like,
Yeah, but when it's sex, especially to a woman who's been taken advantage of
yeah.
on that level, I wonder if it ever really like the residual left
Oh,
over,
yeah,
the
yeah,
scar,
yeah,
the
yeah.
the
It's not
the
like she's making
emotional and
sweet love to her
mental
boyfriend.
scarring
Yeah.
of being used as a cum sleeve day in and day out has to build up, right? Like there's
But
some
it's
mental
kind of
effect.
like, you know how people who were mentally abused as children eventually pick significant others who
mentally abused them.
mentally abuse them. It's
the
probably
devil
the
you
same
know.
thing. Yeah, it's the devil they know.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't. I want to believe that there are hookers out there who are just like, it is what it is.
Please call
I
in.
fuck.
Yeah,
They're busy.
it's daytime.
Their phones are shut off. I found a
Is there
hooker's
an
iPhone.
intermission? Because I really want to pee.
No.
Oh my god.
Once your glass is empty, you can go in the limes.
No.
We can wrap it up here in a minute. Well, how long have we done? An hour? Well, I'll let you go to the bathroom while I plug stuff.
Okay,
But I
great.
want to wrap this up real quick.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just want to while we're on the thread of it.
Okay. Tell me.
I want to believe that there are hookers out there who are like, I fucks, I gets my money, and that's what it is. When I clock out, I clock out.
Right.
I don't think about it. It's just sex to me. I want to believe that when people say that. It's just sex. It's just sex.
But wasn't
I'm
that-
giving them
what's
something
that-
for what they
but,
want.
But that feels more like a porn star. Like they fuck on camera and then they go home to their husband and kids.
Yeah, but haven't you seen that show, the thing on Netflix that Turned On?
No.
Where those girls go, it's the same thing. Young girls get pulled into a house run by an old, creepy white man like this, and they're like, become cam girls and porn stars.
Yeah.
And after 4 weeks, they're just broken women. Like, they have been turned into these
Broken
objects.
vaginas.
No, not even that. Like, they just go like, oh, what am I doing? And now they're stuck in it.
Well, they need a counselor because they don't have to be stuck.
Okay. Somebody doesn't have to be stuck peeing.
I just want to pee.
Yeah, please go urinate.
I'll be back.
And while Carmen goes to do that, we'll get this, as she calls it, the black one. We'll get her down off the screen. Join the Overdose. I do want to plug this. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. We have a lot of after shows for our shows that have been put up previously before this one up, including an after show with Moody where we talk a little bit about Josh Denny's tweet in real time as it happened. If you haven't heard about this scandal, we'll talk about this on an upcoming show because there's been a lot of developments about that. But join the Overdose, $10 a month. It's how we pay the bills around here. Can't do it without you. Also have some shows. Alex Ansel, Kool-Aid, and myself and Kyle Legacy watch the Cool Cat movie, and we break that down on the Overdose only. We also have a secret show that was unreleased on the Overdose with Kool-Aid and also Kyle Legacy as well. And then Kyle and I did a PM in the AM. All this on the Overdose, about 6 hours in the past week. Check that out, $10 a month. Also, I'm going to Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany again this year. You can join us. It's going to be September 21st through 28th is the week we're looking at going. So if you want to come for shorter, come out on the 21st and stay that weekend, however many days you want to stay. We're going to figure out a hotel and get all that organized. Join the group, NobodyLikesOnions.com/Facebook. I'm coming to Little Rock, Arkansas, June 27th through July 1st. I'm coming to Oklahoma City. Both those clubs are Looney Bins. Oklahoma City, July 5th through 8th or something like that. So look for those shows. And then I'm off to Europe, UK, some shows in Spain and Edinburgh for all of August, of course. Join the Overdose and send me money. Okay. Welcome back.
Hi. Are you bragging about all your shows again?
Yes. Well, you got to plug your stuff. What do you got coming up? Rooster Teeth Feathers.
Rooster Teeth Feathers.
Sunnyvale, California.
Sunnyvale, California. And I'm at the Cellar, Comedy Cellar tonight through tomorrow. Oh, this won't be on there. Okay.
Yeah, it'll probably be, tomorrow it'll be over.
Rooster Tees, and then that's Sunnyvale.
What about Father's Day? Isn't Father's Day tomorrow?
It is.
Are you doing anything
Thanks for reminding me.
Are you close to your father? Is he an alive man?
Yes, they're in Spain though. It's weird when they go to Spain. I don't really talk to them. They don't have Wi-Fi a lot, and we get lost. I just saw them last week, so it's fine.
You left
but I'll
them
call
in
him.
Spain.
I'll definitely call him. But
you forgot it was Father's Day.
I did. My boyfriend reminded me because he's a dad.
My father's dead.
I'm sorry.
So thanks for bringing it up.
Oh my God. I have a friend and both of her parents are dead. And when I complain about
both of my parents are dead. I love it.
That's what she said.
There
she goes,
is
I
a
don't have to
thing-
think about anything. And I'm like,
it sounds selfish and shitty, but imagine Christmas and Father's Day and Mother's Day and those two birthdays.
yeah.
You kind of don't even need to.
Oh, yeah.
Unless
thought
they
you
were
meant
born
yours.
on the same day. That'd be silly.
Wait, so what do you, for Christmas, where do you go to see, like, where do you go for Christmas?
Just to a depressed place, usually. No, wherever.
Like siblings or friends?
This year for Christmas, I was here in Vegas.
But you don't have obligations is what you mean.
No, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put on Netflix and order a pizza like any other day.
Is it sad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, why do I deserve parents?
Wow, that got really sad. You can go to Spain and
it's
visit
fine.
mine.
No, good. That sounds like a lot of.
Yeah.
No, it is like, of course it is. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I
Yeah.
love my parents, but they're dead now.
Yeah.
I don't understand the people who are just like, I'll see them again one day. It's like, you won't.
No.
They're ground up dirt now.
That's just people wanting to feel safe.
Stop being stupid and trying to feel safe. The world's a dangerous place.
Yeah. It
You
is
could
kind
be
of
spit
sad.
out the bottom of the hooker industry.
Don't you feel a little bit sad that we have to die? Are you ready for death? This sounds like a new podcast, but a new episode. But
yeah, what happened in the bathroom? What came out of you?
yeah, we should talk about
Are you
death.
pissing blood? What the fuck?
Death is a scary thing.
I mean, it is. I was asking you this because we're
Right.
both around the same age. I don't want to give it away, but you're, I'm sure way younger. Barry Manilow. Well, I'll edit all this out.
Everybody knows Barry Manilow.
I just want to know
okay.
after the show, you're telling me the Barry Manilow thing because that was weird.
Oh, there is really nothing to tell.
You went like this, like
'Cause it was
I
boring.
can't. I'm under
It was
contract
boring.
not to talk about the
No,
Manilow
it's not.
situation.
I'm dating him, okay?
I'm asking you this.
Yeah.
And unfortunately we can't talk about your age. We can't talk about this without talking about your age a little bit. And I know you hate this, but because you're one of those people who probably changes your Wikipedia every week.
I don't even know. I heard I have one, but I don't look at it. Anyway, the point of your
don't.
story.
Well, because if I ask this to a 25-year-old, it's a different question than if I asked it to a 40-year-old.
But see, my answer isn't based on that. My answer is I could live more than 15 years, so why would I want to do
The
that?
answer it does matter on how old you are because it's how much you've lived already. Because if I asked a 10-year-old this question, it wouldn't be fair.
Right.
Versus a 40-year-old.
But I can tell you,
Let's say
without
this.
saying my age, I can tell
Let's
you
say
that
we're
I would say no.
Let's say we're middle-aged.
I've decided. Okay.
Let's say we're middle-aged.
Okay.
If I gave you 15 years to live healthy and also eat limes. Are you okay?
I like lime
Did
juice.
you have scurvy?
Keep going.
You came back from the bathroom. You're just like, we could all die at any time. And isn't it sad? How are your parents?
Finish your
Okay.
thing.
I'm trying. But I'm also watching. I can just get you some limes.
You know, lemons and limes are good for you because the acid is good for your stomach.
You should have a YouTube show.
Go ahead.
Will you just smile at the camera like that? I just want one shot of you with a lime in your mouth. Oh God. Okay, you get 15 years. Here are the rules. You get 15 years of good life, of healthy living.
Okay.
But you will die 15 years from today. Exactly. On this day, 15 years.
That's the other thing I don't like. I don't like to know the day I die.
Didn't ask. Let me
Okay.
finish the scenario.
Whatever.
In a minute,
Okay.
you'll be like, will you please finish? You interrupted.
Okay.
We'll edit all this out.
No.
Barry Manilow. That's my new word for editing. We'll give it the old Manilow.
What's my word as a hooker? Barry Manilow.
Crustacean.
Anyway, you get $10
'Cause of
million.
the crabs.
I get it. You get $10 million.
I hadn't even brought that up yet.
Well, you're slow.
It's a podcast.
Okay. All right.
You
that
can
makes
play
no
it back
sense.
faster.
Oh, okay.
You control your own destiny. You get 10 years healthy, but you will die 10 years from today exactly. You will
You
also
said 15 years.
Sorry, 15 years. Well, you said the 10 million and that threw me off. I had a whole plan.
How small is your brain?
Penis?
Barry Manilow. Keep going.
You get 15 years of healthy living. You will not die accidentally from a bus. You will not fall in a manhole or off the Grand Canyon. You will not get cancer, but you will die 15 years from today. And you get $10 million.
I just found a hole in your story.
for taking that option. Please don't look for holes.
I found one.
Or you live out the rest of your natural life and you could die tomorrow. You could live 30, 40 more years.
But you'll be
But
broke.
you get no money.
You get no money.
No, you'll get your whatever
Right,
it's
right.
gonna
No,
be.
I know, but
you
if
can
you're-
still be famous.
Right.
But also with the 15-year thing, you could still be famous. You could still
Right.
go on and be
The
a huge
problem with the
comic.
15 years thing
There's
is
no
that you,
problem, and don't-
yes, that if you jump off the Grand Canyon, you don't
bounce.
just magically bounce and pop back up.
Yeah, but that would suggest you have some sort of mental illness and you wanted to kill yourself. You won't have any of that.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're not going to have bad times. You will stub toes.
Right.
You might lose a nipple.
Wow.
Just saying things happen around cheese graters. But for the most part,
How long are their nipples? Jesus.
you want to roll back to the Bunny Ranch and check? No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Hey,
And you're saying yes, you would.
I'm saying for $10 million and 15 years of guaranteed life and health. I've already said I wanted to die around 40. I've been thinking about this a lot lately.
Around 40.
About this is when I was in my 20s. Now that I'm getting close to 40, I go like, well, that seems a little
I think
premature.
the worst part about that offer is knowing your date of death. If that could
See,
be
I
blurry,
like that. That's a
then-
selling point for me.
No, because then if it's tomorrow, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Rob a bank today.
Oh, that's right.
That's my point. I like that because I know I can do the things that I've been that I've have consequences that I've never done. Rape, rob a bank.
So you're gonna rape women. So you're saying that's a fantasy of yours.
First of all, it's a fantasy of every guy. Okay?
To rape, you think?
Yeah. I was having this discussion with somebody about children. So like if you're a hot teacher and you teach like 11th or 12th grade, you know that your kids are probably, at least some of them,
Gonna be hot.
are masturbating
Oh.
to you. Well, we know why you don't teach anymore. Oh, God.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna say like out of all the student
but,
body,
like,
there's
you
one
would-
hot guy.
Did you ever have a teacher that you had a crush on?
Yeah, but I had weird crushes. They were like old married men. They weren't
Of
even
course they were.
hot.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
the librarian.
I loved my
janitor.
chemistry teacher. But that's because I got
Yeah.
A's in there and he was nice to me.
Did you ever
always
Erlenmeyer
had-
flash him?
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
It was a
I had weird crushes though.
okay, but either way,
Yeah.
did you have sexual like fantasies about?
No. Not of my maybe later in college, but not in high school.
Okay, but my point is,
Yeah.
there's all this like not spoken, not acted on stuff.
Right.
Like guys watch. First of all, where are they putting all the porn now that isn't brother and sister? I'm getting tired
What, is
of
there
it.
that much?
It's all there is now.
Incest porn?
It's all there is mother
Gross, stop
mother
it.
fuck stepson.
Yeah. Well, stepson is
no,
okay.
well, they do that. They've started doing that to make it, but there's a lot of like brother forces sister so she doesn't get in trouble.
You know why though? Because I think everything else is so normal now.
Tell me what world this makes sense. A brother walks in on a sister masturbating.
Okay.
And he says, I'm going to tell mom unless you suck my dick and fuck me. How about she goes,
That sounds like a comedy.
get the fuck out of here. In what world would she be like, I guess, mister? Like, what?
But I mean, people
Like,
have
don't
those
tell mom I was
fantasies,
masturbating.
probably.
That's not a real scenario.
But maybe there's a brother out there who wants to fuck his sister and he won't, so he'll watch that and jerk off and feel better.
But I could pull up porn on my phone right now that I use on a regular basis.
I think you just like incest porn.
Bookmarked. Maybe I should stop going to
No, I'm just kidding, but
familyfucks.xxx.
The very first incest porn was Flowers in the Attic. Do you remember that? It was
Flowers
a book.
for Algernon.
No, it was Flowers in the Attic.
With that hot ass mouse.
It was a book, and the grandmother kept the brother and sister trapped in the attics for so many years that they started fucking. Because they.
You're thinking of Anne Frank.
No, Anne Frank did not fuck anyone in the attic. Jesus.
First of all, you did not know that.
Oh my God. No, it was called
She had
Flowers
a
in the
lot
Attic.
of free time up there. Her brother walked in on her once and was like, I'm going to tell the Nazis unless you suck my dick. And
That's a good porn.
it'd have more of a believable plot line.
It's got an interesting twist.
Well, there's a real threat. You know what I mean? There's a real consequence.
Conflict helps in movies.
Yeah. So
Diary of Anne's what?
I don't know how we got sidetracked on this,
Anyway.
but how did we get off on porn?
Probably from the Bunny Ranch.
No, we were talking about the 15-year thing.
Oh, because we were talking about porn.
How did we fucking get on this branch?
Because porn, we were talking about their if they stayed in that job and if they had low self-esteem. We were getting on it from being a hooker to porn to I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's how we did it. But
don't
either way,
know.
I would take the deal.
Anyway.
50,
That's what it was.
Because I always wanted, I
No?
always said, like, I don't plan on living past 40. Clearly, that's going to happen to my chagrin. But I don't think I want to live past 60 for real.
And that's because you might have health problems. Is that why?
Well, everyone will have health problems if you live long enough. Everyone will get cancer if you live long
right.
enough.
But why 60? Why not 70?
I don't know. It starts going down a path of like your knees are bad.
Yeah.
And that's mild.
My knees are already bad.
Okay. Well, you are a tall
Yeah.
drink a lady.
Oh, meow.
Don't drink ladies. It's rude. No, but like you're going to be incontinent. You're going to need care. You're going to get Alzheimer's. You're going to develop weird health like shit we're not even thinking about the old people get.
Right.
Just from dementia all the way down to liver and shit problems and shit. So it's not the good years,
Right.
the old years. They always say like, oh, save it for your old.
Do you think it's true that you can kind of pick your death? You know how they say like, I'm ready to go, and then people just die. Do you think that's true?
Well, I know you hear these stories all the time of like, oh, she was on her deathbed, she was in the hospital, she was critical, but when her son got there to say goodbye to her, she died afterwards.
Yeah. Do you think that's true?
Well, you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Like I have personal experiences with that and have
So you're
heard
saying
a
you
million.
believe in it?
Yeah, I do. I think you can be ready to go and let go. I don't think there's like a conscious decision you make in your like. If you could do that, we could all just do it.
Yeah.
We could all just go like, well, I'm done breathing and heart beating now, and die. But I do think you can stop holding on. What is happening? For those who can't see, Carmen's she's already depleted these limes like 4 times, and she's still like, but my body needs more C. What about the other one? Are you doing the other one?
No, I already did the other one.
Those were not clean.
The inside was clean. I didn't suck on the outside.
You wrapped your lips around them.
Ew, do I have scurvy? What's scurvy?
God.
Tell me what scurvy
It's
is.
a deficiency of vitamin C that a lot of seamen will get because they don't have.
What do you mean semen has it? If you drink the
Pirates
semen?
get scurvy and people at sea.
Oh, semen.
they don't have a lot of vitamin.
Semen.
Semen.
Semen. Anyway.
Yes. I don't know where this got to, but I'd kill myself for $1. You have to sign a $1 bill. Do you have a $1 bill?
I don't know. That sounds like a really cheap way to like make money.
Does it? What do you think I'm buying with that money up there?
I don't know. My merch? My t-shirts?
Nobody's buying.
No,
your
I think I have
merch.
$1.
And
then-
we're just I'm collecting,
No wonder. Yeah, I see.
dollars.
Interesting.
This is how you get a profitable podcast. You don't have to do ads.
I would have
You just
brought a
collect
euro or
dollar.
something. Like you have that one in the middle there. What is that? Is that
People
a
who
Scottish
are more
pound?
creative than you. Like somebody gave us a strip club $1. Ari Shafir gave me a first class boarding pass to Australia.
Did he really? Oh,
Yeah.
like a used one.
Well, he's a Jew. I would expect him to hand over money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
He's
have
going
some
this
little
year
stuff.
too.
To Edinburgh. He goes every year. I
He
think.
goes, and then Christian Finnegan's going. Do you know him?
Yeah, Finnegan's
And
going.
then who else is going?
Here's what I don't like about Finnegan, and I don't know him well. Like we're not friends or anything, but I've done shows with him. He got he used to be a fat schlubby guy.
Yeah.
Like if you go back to his like premium blend,
Yep,
he had like an
yep.
old back in the day half
Right.
hour or something.
Yeah.
And he was like a fat schlub,
Yeah.
and he turned into like this
Ken doll.
pretty boy.
Yeah.
Like model-esque,
Yeah,
chiseled.
yeah.
What happened there?
I don't know. I don't know what he did, but he maintained it or
But
something.
it
I don't know.
came out of no. I was like, who is?
I mean, he was still like, even when he was big, he still had that kind of baby face, little, you know.
yeah, but no. Now he looks like Seacrest.
Yeah, he does.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
But
what is going
but
on?
guys age nicely. Some guys
Yeah, I look better
age-
than I did 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I do. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying I do.
Yeah.
No, but I
Wait a
do
minute.
too. I had like a fat face. I had chubby cheek central. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, would you kill yourself? Ever?
I don't know, but I would love to try drugs, like really bad drugs one day. But I probably shouldn't. But maybe in my 60s. I don't know. That might lead to something bad.
What do you think in your 60s you're going to get out of psychedelics that you are afraid of now?
Because
I think it's dangerous to do them like when you're in your teens, like while your adolescent brain is forming.
Right,
But I
right.
think weed can be dangerous.
so
Like
also,
when you're a teen, like it's scientifically proven that your brain is being wired and it doesn't affect it affects
Right.
the long term. When you hear about burnouts in school, like I think that's a real thing that can happen.
I agree.
That you can become a loser.
And you can become a schizophrenic.
But if you start smoking in your late 20s or 30s and then do a little LSD, I did acid in Australia. It was great.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to rewire your brain.
What about shrooms? Have you done that?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
They're fine.
Okay.
They taste like, people will tell you they taste like shit.
Poo.
They don't. It tastes like if you took dry sticks and grass and just chewed it. It's almost nothing.
I don't think I'd be that grossed out by the
You'll get over it.
by the
People
smell
say it's
or the
like
taste.
shit. It's really not like shit.
Because I eat really gross things now. Like I drink this algae
Yeah,
shit.
you're always drinking bowls of shit.
No, I drink this algae powder that's disgusting.
You do a lot of Instagram stories. Can people follow you?
At Carmen Comedian. Very easy. Both Twitter and Instagram. At Carmen Comedian. Will you please watch my videos? Because I'm really proud of them.
I watch them all.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
I made one today. I finished one today for Monday that I think I should show you because I want to know if it makes sense.
I'd stop using words like I finished it because that makes it sound like something you worked on.
Really? But I mean, obviously I did. It's on iMovie and I had to edit
Stop
it.
telling people.
Really? Oh, how would you say it? I just made a movie.
My phone was on. I didn't even know it was recording.
Oh. Silly. Okay.
Can we shoot one where you're playing different brothel girls? You need to be a pregnant one. You have to be a southern one.
Hi.
You have to be the new girl.
Pick me.
Who's like never seen a dick. She's just like, so what do they look like in person?
Oh, show me what you got. What is that? Like that?
Which one is this?
The idiot.
No, because she's too into it. I'm talking about the girl who's just like,
Oh, I have to pee again. Can I have one of these? No.
you can have
it's
whatever
rude.
you want. They're
Really?
yeah, it's water.
Okay.
I'm trying to get your plugs in so we can get out of here.
Oh, okay.
This has been a
So
disaster for me.
At Carmen Comedian. Please watch my videos. That mean a lot. I
Yeah.
made the one. Did you like The Handmaid's Tale? But it's actually she has a tail. Did you like that one? I thought I was proud of that one. The Handmaid's Tale.
Where do you get these ideas and do you write out the script?
No, I don't. I just come up with an idea. I just write down the idea and then I just make it up.
My favorite ones are the ones where you're too lazy to get out of bed to switch characters.
When do I do that?
It's been a while, but like you could tell it was edited together, but you didn't move. You didn't move. You would just like put glasses on or take them off. And I was like, oh, I guess she's a different person.
So true.
This is
I
like
love
a one-woman
wigs.
show in
Yes.
New York that had no budget,
Totally.
no audience.
Oh, and nobody's home. All right, so go to at Carmen Comedian or CarmenLynch.com and come see me in at Roosters or the Comedy Cellar in New York.
If you do kill yourself at the Grand Canyon, will you please
Post
add it to your story
Insta
on
story?
the way down?
All right, I promise. I have to use the bathroom again.
And also, I think it'd be funny if you're on your suicide video, you could just put the temperature.
Okay, I promise.
Carmen Lynch, everybody, give her a hand. She's one of
Bye.
Letterman's best
Oh,
friends.
God.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys soon with another show. Join the Overdose to get bonus stuff, and we'll probably never talk again. Bye.